Welcome to this quick guide on proctoring the music memory contest for A+ UIL. In this event, students listen to short music clips and identify the piece and composer. We'll walk you through everything you need to run a smooth and successful round. You will receive an event packet that includes everything you need to run the round, such as directions for running the contest, including a script to read, answer sheets and other materials depending on what grade level you are proctoring. Review all the materials when you receive the packet and ask the tournament staff if you have any questions or if you think you are missing something. Before the contest, make sure you locate the music player you'll be using, whether it's a CD player, a powered speaker with a USB, or something else. Test it ahead of time so you're confident using it during the round. When it's time to play the music clips, they'll usually be combined into one long track. As the track plays, each music clip will be introduced with a listening number. For example, 1 before the first clip, 2 before the second, and so on. These numbers help students match what they're hearing to their answer sheets. There will be a few seconds of silence between clips so students have time to write. Try not to pause or stop the track. Finding your place again can be tricky. Just press play once and let the track run. There are 4 divisions in music memory: 2nd grade, 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th, and 7th and 8th. Each one is a little different, so it's important to know which division you're proctoring. We'll go through each division in detail next. The 2nd grade music memory contest has 2 parts. In step 1, students have 10 minutes to complete the composer column, shown here in red. They take the composer names from the word bank at the bottom of the page and write them next to the corresponding selection title. In step 2, students complete the listening number column, shown here in green. You will play the music track. As they listen, students write the correct listening number next to the matching selection title. Note that the red and green highlights are only shown here for training purposes and don't appear on the actual answer sheets. The combined 3rd and 4th grade division has 2 steps and a tiebreaker. Step 1 is a 10-minute matching activity. To the left of the major work column, highlighted in red, you'll see a letter next to each piece. Students match each letter to the correct composer by writing it next to the composer's name. Step 2 is the listening portion. Students will hear 16 short clips. As they listen, they write the correct listening number in the column highlighted in green. There's no break between step 2 and the tiebreaker section, which begins immediately after clip 16. The tiebreaker section uses clips 17 through 20. These are highlighted in blue. For each tiebreaker clip, students write the full name of the major work and selection, and spelling counts. The 5th and 6th grade division has 2 steps, and matching is no longer part of the test. Step 1 is the main listening test. Students will hear 16 clips, and for each one, they fill in the composer name, major work if needed, and selection on the answer sheet shown here. Spelling counts for all parts of the answer. After the 16th clip, the test moves directly into the tiebreakers. Step 2 is the tiebreaker section, which includes clips 17 through 20. Just like the main portion, students write the composer, major work, and selection for each clip. There is no pause between the main test and the tiebreakers. The 7th and 8th grade division has 2 parts, and includes a multiple choice test before the listening portion. Part 1 is a 10-minute multiple choice quiz. Students respond to 20 questions about composers, musical terms, and music history drawn from the study guide available on the UIL website. Each correct answer earns 5 points, with no penalties for incorrect answers. When the multiple choice quiz ends, collect the test, then quickly transition to the listening portion. There should be no pause between parts. Part 2 is the listening identification section. Students will hear 20 clips, and for each clip, they write the composer name, major work if required, and selection on the answer sheet. Spelling counts, and no matching or tiebreakers are used in this division. Now that you're familiar with the structure of the music memory contest, let's go over the basics of proctoring. If you're an experienced proctor and don't need a refresher, you're welcome to stop watching here. As a proctor, you're responsible for keeping the room clean and tidy. We're guests on the school's campus, and we want to be invited back. Take a few pictures of the room before students arrive so you can put it back exactly as you found it. Now that the room is in order, it's time to wait outside for the students. Picture yourself as the proctor standing in front of the door, with a line of students waiting to compete. You'll have the roster in hand to check each student in as they arrive. We'll go over the details of this process next. As students enter, check off their names on the roster. If someone doesn't show by start time, mark them as no show. If a student arrives who isn't on your roster, it's likely a registration issue. These are rare and must be approved by the tournament director. To avoid a scene, quietly add their name at the bottom and follow up with staff afterward. Once it's time for the contest to begin, close the door and enter the room. If any students arrive late, quietly seat them and get them started without giving them extra time. Seat all students and distribute the materials as outlined in your proctor directions. This includes the test, answer sheet, and any event-specific materials. Once everything is passed out, read the directions aloud using the script provided. While reading the script, you're welcome to add your own style and tone or clarify where needed, but be sure not to skip any important information. This helps make sure all students receive the same directions and understand what's expected. As the contest begins, note the start time and ensure students only use the time allowed in your proctor directions. You may use your phone to track time, but please avoid other phone use. Your focus should stay on monitoring the room. We've had past complaints about distracted proctors. If a student requests a bathroom break, use your judgment. If time is almost up, ask the student to wait. If it's early or seems urgent, let them go. When time is up, clearly announce. Pens and pencils down. Ask students to remain seated and have them neatly stack all their materials on their desks. This includes tests, answer sheets, and any other papers. Then, walk around the room and collect each student's papers one by one, making sure they stay together. As you do, check that student names are clearly written on their papers. Once everything is collected, you may dismiss the students. Since these are young children, either escort them back to the holding area yourself or make sure a staff member is present to do so. Once your event ends, return the packet to the judge room and sign it in with a staff member on duty. They'll review it for any errors before assigning it to graders. Next, you'll either start preparing for your next proctoring assignment or given a new task like assisting with grading. Thanks for taking the time to complete this training. We appreciate your professionalism and support in making these events run smoothly. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help.